And it is so nice that we are back to normal. And back to normal means a lot of different things to us here at the radio station, reconnecting with friends. And it's the beginning of the school year. And once again, there's a couple of big events coming up at Hotchkiss, the Philharmonic performing on the 15th and the Fine Arts Quartet on the 27th. And that means only one thing. Fabio Witkowski has joined us. Good morning, Fabio.
Good morning, Marshall. So good to be here with you. How are you today? A little cold, right? But great to be with you.
I still have not given it up. I did wear a coat in today, but I've still got my shorts on. I'm going to try to get through the weekend being able to wear shorts.
Well, don't forget, I'm from Brazil, so no more shorts for me. But I love this weather. I love the fall. And as you said, it's a new academic year at Hotchkiss, and very normal. We finally celebrate a completely smooth and normal nothing of the previous years. So we're just so happy, and that does mean that we have some wonderful concerts coming up, and we're very excited.
And you know what's great about it, everything being back to normal, not only do the students get back into their rigorous routine, what they have to do, not only do the students learn and get to compose and play with incredible world-renowned artists, but we here in the general public also really benefit by getting some unbelievable free concerts that you would pay anywhere from $50 to $200 a ticket for any place else. So it's a win-win-win for everybody.
Exactly, yes. I mean, the performing arts world's finally buzzing with activity. Everything's back to normal. And in our beautiful corner, you're absolutely right. We have great concerts, as always, free. And finally, I mean, Hotchkiss Philharmonic, for example, this wonderful initiative where we are able to select some of our most experienced students and then bring true world-class orchestral musicians to Hotchkiss, about 20, 30 professionals, and they work alongside our students, forming up this really great semi-professional orchestra. The level is just incredible. And we'll finally be able to have its first full season. We have 3 concerts scheduled this year. It starts now October 15th, then we have February 19th and April 22nd, but we finally start now on October 15th. This concert, I'm really, really excited. We'll have a Polish conductor, Mr. Mariusz Smolij. He lives here in the United States. He lives in Houston, but he's from Poland, conducts all over the world. He comes conduct. And then a truly phenomenal cellist from Germany, Mr. Alex Hülshoff. He's very, very important, active in Dortmund as well, in Köln. He heads one of the most important chamber music festivals in Germany, fantastic player, and a beautiful program. We'll start with the beloved Mozart G minor Symphony number 40, the one that everyone knows, and it's just beautiful, incredible music. And then after the intermission, Mr. Hülshoff will play the gorgeous Dvořák Cello Concerto, a piece that actually interesting. Dvořák wrote this piece here in the United States. He didn't really want to write a cello concerto, and finally, towards the end of his career, when he's living in the United States, like, you know what? Yeah, it's a great instrument. I haven't written that, and let me do that. So this is a really beautiful concert. What an opportunity for people to listen to fantastic symphonic music in the beautiful acoustics of Elfers Hall, performed by very, very eager, very excited young musicians, inspired by seasoned, incredible professionals who come join them. So, very beautiful concert opens our guest concert series on October 15th, Saturday. Philharmonic is always at 7:30, a little later on Saturday, and we hope folks will join us for that great concert.
Okay, so that's on the 15th, but then let's talk about October 27th.
That's another very exciting concert. Our good friends from the Fine Arts Quartet. This concert is just one part of a very exciting project. George Ionescu is a fantastic Romanian composer. Romantic, lived kind of the same time as Brahms, a little more folk-oriented. Like, this music has a lot of, like, gypsy elements. And it's really incredible, a perfect program for high school, because George Enescu was a true prodigy. He wrote, this entire program is music that he wrote when he was basically 14 years old. So it's really true work of a prodigy. Not only was a virtuoso on the piano, but really a fantastic composer. Enescu, another interesting thing as well, he lived in the United States a little bit. He taught at many schools, even in New York. And then what is happening here? Mr. Roth Evans, he's the first violin player of the Fine Arts Quartet. And not only he's a phenomenal player, he's also a great researcher. He found all this music, which is rarely played. So many of these pieces, people will be, it's like kind of, even though it's music written 19th century, this music has been lost or forgotten. This is basically a world premiere. It's the first time we're playing some of this music ever. We're also recording this music for Naxos. Around that time, like 2 days before, we'll have recorded all this for Naxos, so we really know the music well. Then on Wednesday, we played this concert in New York, actually, at Menace, and then on Thursday, the 27th, we played this at Hotchkiss. And it's very exciting. Then next year, we'll be releasing the CD. We are actually playing it in Romania, in Germany, all this program. So this will be kind of the, on Wednesday, New York, and then here at Hotchkiss, it's kind of the first time that folks will be able to hear this absolutely amazing music by this prodigy, this Romanian project, George Enescu, with Fine Arts Quartet. And this is like a variety of chamber music. So there's some interesting combinations. There are music for piano for hands and violin, two pianos, violin and cello, then a string quartet, then a string trio. So really interesting for folks who love chamber music. You cannot miss this because there's some very interesting combinations and glorious, romantic, slightly folkish music composed by a 14-year-old prodigy, which is really hard, you know, when he could play really well. So we're really practicing very hard because, the energy of a 14-year-old, sometimes with not that much wisdom, like, why did you write something so difficult, kid? But we're having a great time preparing this music.
Now, the CD that's going to be made of this, is that going to be available to everybody or just to Hotchkiss students and stuff? No.
This will be an album on Naxos is one of the largest recording labels right now in the world. You and I, we still love the CDs, right? I don't know exactly what it means to record an album nowadays. There will be a physical CD issued, but Naxos also has a very large online music library, Spotify, all that lovely digital stuff. So it will be available in all distribution platforms. And once it's ready, we hope we can talk about that as well and have it played at WHDD.
There's no doubt about it. We will schedule a time where we'll play that once it's available. So those are the first two. And what is the? I know we're way ahead of our schedule, but what's the final thing? What's the final one that's on the agenda right now?
I'm sorry. What's
the third event that you've got planned for this year?
For this semester now we have these are the two main ones. Then we have lots of student recitals starting on late October, November. The Hotchkiss Orchestra and the student orchestra and the chorus to close in December. But the Philharmonic already has 3 concerts throughout the whole year. So this is the first one, October 15th. Then February 19th, the great pianist Oksana Yablonskaya and her son Dmitry Yablonsky will join us. And then on April 15th, we have another one. Then we have many other artists, guest artists coming in February, in March. So it's really a very exciting year. We're celebrating a full return to back to normal, and we hope folks will come join us for all these wonderful concerts.
All right. Keep us abreast of the information, Fabio. It's always great to speak to you.
Always a pleasure. Marshall, thank you for everything. Please, go back to pens soon because it's getting cold. And it's a pleasure talking to you.
All right, take care, Fabio.
Bye-bye. Have a good morning.
All right, Fabio Witkowski, the chair of the music department at Hotchkiss School, hotchkiss.org/arts for more information. But these concerts are absolutely free to the general public, October 15th and then October the 27th.